What's up, people? It's your guy Ike Jones here. Another Watch the Film session. Now, we did a longer session live with our members. So if you want to see that full thing, you need to become a member of the War Report. Go ahead and click that join button right now. But hey, we wanted to give you some of this film on our new defensive end slash edge slash jack, whatever position he's going to be playing. He's going to be doing it well for Auburn, coming over from Appalachian State. Let's get into a little bit of that film right now. Y'all know what we do right here. Watch the film, baby. Let's get straight to it. What's up, good people? It's your guy Ike Jones. We are here, another film review. This time we're talking about Jalen McCleod, man. He is the new transfer edge coming in from Appalachian State. If you are in here right now, go ahead and let your boy know what's going on with you. Hopefully y'all are having a good day today. Jalen McCleod comes in at 6'2", 220, right? He's going to be playing edge for Auburn. So let's take a look at what we've got going on here. So this is one that's made a lot of the highlight films, him getting this strip sack and then a subsequent fumble as well. So let's back up and take a look at what we've got going on for Jalen McCleod on this play. Again, this is just going to be cut-ups of plays that he had. So if you guys don't know, this is him right here, right? That's him going up against this tackle. This tackle for Texas A&M, actually a younger kid, but he graded out pretty well as the season went on. When you're seeing Jalen McCleod, he's usually going to be winning with speed. But one of the things that I like is how one of the things I liked a lot about Derek Hall when he was at Auburn recently, though he was not, I don't think as quick. Well, I don't think he's as quick as Jalen McCleod is. One of the things that Derek Hall does really well is transitioning speed to power, right? So he's going to use his hands to transition this speed rush into a bull rush, right? So let's see him get up into the guy, right? And then extend and get him off of him, knock him down. So he's just going to use that speed to get him off balance. Boom, power, transition and get him off balance. And then get to the quarterback, the balance to be able to kind of take this guy attempting to pull on him here, right? So he's trying to grab a hold on it as he gets to the ground. Good balance to be able to still get his hand out there to the QB, force that fumble on the quarterback, and then the relentlessness to get over here and strip the ball out again, right? So that's can't do much better than that on a speed bull rush, right? So I just like how he knocks him off of balance, right? And then he gets back into the play with his own balance and being able to get back into it, right? So this is him. Again, he's down here as an end man on the defensive line, hand in the dirt, though, right? So he's out here 3 technique, hand in the dirt on this play. Gets him off balance, knocks him down. We're going to see him on this next play, and this is why, the transition to him possibly being a jack linebacker here, him right here, he's going to be a stand-up defensive end on this one. So this is more of what he's going to be asked to do on a consistent basis for Auburn, which is be a stand-up rush in. So let's take a look at what we've got here. So what he's able to do is he's going to be, the first time this is him against a tackle, right? So tight end and tackle here are going to be blocking down. They're going to be basically letting him go and getting him one-on-one with a running back here. So this is just discipline in his rush. So he's playing this like an RPO, right? So he's coming down the line and he's got the running back here to make sure he doesn't bounce. I'm assuming that his responsibility on this is contained against the running back. As soon as the running back transitions to a blocker, he's just going to go and swim him, right? So that's a good swim move against. This is terrible blocking, by the way, by this running back, but boom, gives him a little swim and gets to the quarterback. So just a good job right here of responsibility first, which is I've got the running back, square up on him and make sure that I'm either forcing him back inside or making him bounce this out wider so I can get some help on the backside here. Boom. And then I'm just going to swim him to the outside and get to the quarterback. So it's just a good job of him right there of understanding what his responsibility was on the play. and then making the running back look foolish there. Now, again, doesn't get to the quarterback on this, but what I like is just the violence that he comes with the hands, right? So he's here on the tackle, and he's not just a one trick guy, right? Like he's not just a guy who's always trying to speed rush and dip around the outside. He's going to get in here, and his hands immediately are going to slap down, and then he's going to get back to the inside. So look at what ends up happening to this tackle with that discard, because he is using that speed so often against the tackle. When he gives him this inside slap move, right? The tackle is off balance because he's got him leaning already. Right. So again, this isn't him getting a play. This isn't a highlight play or anything like that. This is a play that shows how much he's able to use different types of techniques to get to a quarterback. It's not just speed and rushing along the outside, right? So he's getting in here, get to him, slap him back to the inside. Look at that slap. Look at him get that tackle off balance right there. I'm gonna set him up with the speed, but then I'm gonna slap and come back inside. If he holds that ball a tick longer, he's gonna be eating a little bit of, you know, face mask to the chest there in that quarterback. Boom. Good job there of just being violent with his hands. I love it. Love everything about it. Appreciate you guys that jumping in here. So again, just another situation of him using his hands, right? So again, this is not a sack that he's going to get into, but look at him get in here and use that hand to get this tackle off balance. He's giving this guy problems. Watch the hand fighting, boom, extending through to be able to get in there. Now again, he doesn't make the tackle, but then he does a really good job of, this is him running in here late. Now this is a fumble, but this is him running in here late, right? I like the fact that he doesn't give up on the play, even though he's not in it, right? Boom, get him off of me, and then go run the play down. You never know what's going to happen. Let me just keep running. Now he doesn't get to the fumble, but he does do an excellent job of just not giving up on the play, even though it's going away from him, not to his side of the play. So good job there. Really strong technique there. Again, against an SEC tackle, right? So this isn't somebody who people shouldn't respect the size or athleticism of. It's a pretty quality SEC tackle right there that he's making look a little silly. All right, this is him right here lined up as a stand-up defensive end. All right, so again, I like the balance that he displays on this, right? So he actually doesn't really win this rep as far as just making the tackle look silly. He's going to get in here, try to cut inside, isn't able to really do much as far, but he is able to keep his balance when he gets that initial knockback. Right, tackle does a good job of forcing him. He does a good job of keeping his balance, spin back, and then and be disruptive. End up with an overthrow on the back end there. So a really good job of him of just being able to use his balance, and the speed is not something that he is being overly aggressive with, but he is a very aggressive rusher. And we'll see that when we get into some of the things that he does that is not so great, but he's a super aggressive player. I like the energy and athleticism that he's going to bring in here. All right, so this is him again here as the defensive end, hand in the dirt again. Just barely misses another sack right there. But again, I love the tenacity, and look at the size difference, right? Like this guy's significantly bigger than him. When you see him get into this guy, he's giving up some size and probably some strength, but the leverage that he's using. Look at the pad level that he has right here. He's the low man. Low man is gonna win in a lot of these. And look at the pad level that he's using. He's up underneath him, and then he's just gonna use that and drive him back. Good bend there. He's going to split through the attempted double team and try to get to the quarterback. Just barely misses another opportunity to get another sack in this game. So great job of him of just really being low man and using that leverage to get underneath there. All right, so here's North Carolina film, another Power Five team that he's playing against. So again, not saying that North Carolina is some juggernaut offensively, but they ended up having a really good offensive season. So I wanted to see, was Texas A&M a flash in the pan, and is everybody getting excited about one game that he had that he was good, and he flashes some highlights, and we see the totality of the picture of what's going on there. So let's take a look at what happens in this North Carolina game when he matches up here. Is he going to be able to show the same stuff that he's showing? Stand up, rush in down here to the bottom, using the speed. And what I like about this again is not necessarily he doesn't win the rep to the outside. This is a quick pitch and catch, right? Like there's nothing super impressive about that. He does a good job in discipline and where he's supposed to be on his rush lane, rushing to the outside because they've got this. This is like a kind of a subtle thing that you have to understand about what pass rushing is knowing what your particular job is on a play, right? So for this in particular, they're running a twist stunt here in the middle. And in order for this twist stunt to work effectively, what you don't know as your defensive end or as your outside rush guy here is whether or not you're going to get a chip from the running back, right? And what you need to be able to do is if you're going to be the guy rushing from the outside and they're running what they're hoping to get in this twist action is this guy coming here and then a wraparound free rush from here, right? So the guy who they're hoping to get free is going to be this D tackle right here. In order for that to work well, this D tackle needs to be able to occupy center and guard, or excuse me, this D tackle needs to be able to occupy the center and the guard. So you want to cross the face of the guard, get into the center, but make sure that this guard engages you so that this tackle can loop around. But that loop around doesn't work if you, as the outside rush guy, don't take a wide rush lane and make sure that you're occupying the tackle and potentially this running back who's going to be chipping on you, right? So he needs to make sure that he gets wide so that if this guy's staying in to block, he occupies both of them so that this D tackle can slide in. Now they did a great job of handing off this situation in here, but he did his job here. But then quick throw out, right? Play's not over. Let me get out here and go help. Rallying to the football is a big part of making sure that you don't get extra run after the catch, because just because this play is out here and there are defenders out here doesn't mean that everybody's going to get him to the ground. We all need to be rallying to the football. He does a good job of going out there and doing that. I like everything that he did on this play. All right. This is him again, stand up, rush end on this one. So just him standing up at the point of attack is what you're going to see on this right here, right? So he is going against a tight end, I believe, here, right? So this is their H-back slash tight end. But let's take a look again here at the use of the hands here, right? He's just going to stand him up here to the outside, right? You see him come back into your picture right here. He's standing up this H-back slash tight end and just holding at the point of attack. And I just kind of like, if you guys watch me talk about offensive linemen, kind of like dudes with nasty at him. Look at the end of the play there. There's no reason for him to do this, right? He's got him. Plays over. Just get off of me and sit him down. He just threw him to the ground. I like that. I like that kind of stuff. Just be nasty and annoy people. And I mean, it's nothing malicious. He didn't do anything outside of the rules. You just discard him at the end of the play and talk a little junk too. Hey man, don't push me, bro. What are we doing? I like that. I like that. So what we have here is him here as the stand-up defensive end. And what I like about this is, again, he doesn't get to the pass rusher here, but what he does do is he gets in here, and I like the balance that he displays on the rush here, right? So he's going to get in. He doesn't get knocked down, right? Like this guard leaning on him. He's got a guy right here on his back, but he's able to regain his balance and still try to make an attempt at this pass rush. Now, again, this is a positive play for the offense. But what I like about him, particularly on this play, is just the balance that he's able to display during this rush. So doesn't win the rep, but the great balance that he displays here, if you're able to on the back end, right? They're playing a lot of cloud coverage zone stuff here. If they were able to on the back end play a little bit more um tighter coverage and make Drake May think about this a little bit longer, then he was going to have a guy hunting him down here, right? So this is a time where you got to have the coverage maybe do a little bit of work for you, but love the fact that he was able to retain his balance on that pass rush. But that's it, man. That's all I got for you guys. For the most part, again, I had to nitpick to even find things I didn't like. We'll see if this is a sub package situation or whether or not I think he's got the strength and the ability to play more downs for Auburn. So we'll see what happens. We got a good rotation that we can put out in front of him and make sure that he's able to be fresh as a pass rusher for us. But I'll be back at you guys soon. I appreciate you jumping in here with me. That's it. War Eagle. Peace.